All right. Hey, Joe, Blaze, Electric Land, Music Villa.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to y'all. We had a little break. Hope y'all had a good one.
2020 is going to be a great year.
It is. But right now, let's worry about 19.
1990.
Yeah, 20. Yeah, 19 might be a great year because hopefully we're going to get some Gibson Les Pauls.
We hope so.
We'll see. We'll see.
Les Paul.
Are we even allowed to say that? I don't know. But yeah, hopefully that's going to happen. But until then, you know, we've been talking at Music Villa a bunch of Les Pauls that aren't Les Pauls.
Yeah. We have some great ones right now.
And there's some really killer
ones.
At our store. Yeah.
So we brought a few of them down.
Yeah, like Eastman's doing this killer thing here.
We've been loving these.
What is this, an SB
57?
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Looks
I love
familiar,
that
and it's killer. So we're just playing with these guys. You've got that killer like Gretsch we did a video
custom.
on.
We did a video on this already. But
and look at that. We got the gold top.
Yep. This is definitely in that family. And you have to mention the PRS.
Right.
You know, so this guy's a 245. They call it that because it's a 24.5 scale length. Like a Les Paul. 4-knob switch up top.
Dropping knowledge.
And then also, you know, the 594 is like the, you know, that's the Les Paul killer from PRS.
So,
but they're all great. We like them all.
Pretty darn cool. I'm really actually impressed with it. They're, you know, you get the knockoffs or lower priced ones like Epiphones and whatnot, and they feel a little, you know, there's always something that doesn't feel like I put this in my hand. I feel like it's a little higher price point than like the cheapy cheapies, but this thing is like solid.
It's solid,
very clean.
Yep.
This is.
I mean,
awesome.
I love this. Yeah, like I have a Les Paul, an older one, and that I play those, and I mean, they're sometimes I think they might be better. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry, Gibson.
After a few drinks, it's just like having a Gibson. Yeah, beer goggles on the guitar. Ooh,
it's a Gibson.
That Court guitar is just like a Strat. Stag is awesome. So anyway, that's definitely like a bottle of vodka. Stag is awesome. That's not just 2 beers. Okay. Anyway, sorry, Stag. But so we're just kind of hanging out, and we have a special guest today.
We do have a very
hopefully
special
he's going to be bringing some drinks because we don't do this
thirsty.
without drinking. And you know, it's not like we're having a New Year's resolution where we're like, oh, we're not drinking this year on the Electric Land. Screw that!
Drinking more.
I got to get through this somehow. I got to get through the day.
We're actually putting vodka into the beer now.
Yeah.
Oh,
who could that be?
What's up, guys?
It's our special guest. He's got drinks.
It's Dan Haywood.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. It's
and
Dan
have
Haywood
a feeling.
here.
Yes.
Woo!
I have a feeling what's under here has something to do with him.
Let's set this down and.
Yeah. Let's get things rolling here. Have my seat.
Oh, thank you so much, Blaze.
And oh my goodness, let me get this out of here. Okay. Come on in.
You guys ready for this reveal?
Yeah. Here, you want to hold that, Blaze?
Yeah, I'll hold this. And maybe we'll put this over.
The big reveal.
I want to do it like Bill Murray in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
And the flowers are still standing.
And the flowers are still standing. Woo, look at that.
Look at that. How about that?
I named her Mission Control.
Nice. I like that.
It's very colorful. You know, when you see a pedal board that's as heavy as the drummer in the band's hardware bag, that's impressive. Yeah.
I have a harder time getting this upstairs than my own cab.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. You're getting a lot of sounds there. Now, this is for your Peter, Paul, and Mary and Carpenters and James Taylor. This is your solo cover project you're doing for Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Actually,
Pete Seeger,
no.
Save the Hudson River catalog. No?
Get some of those going?
Yeah, let's get some drinks going. But no, what band are you in?
So this pedal board is for a group I'm in called the Modern Sons. We're really like psychedelic spacey, and I need all these sounds.
Hell yeah.
So, I mean, before we jump in here, everybody. This is Dan Haywood, our wonderful friend, talented local musician.
Yes.
Thanks
friend
for
of
having
ours,
me.
friend of the store. He plays in a bunch of different bands. We're going to get into all that.
Yeah.
Let's get back to your pedal board for a minute here.
Well, let's get the drinks rolling.
Well, let's get the drinks rolling.
I don't want to talk without drinking.
Don't
Now, what did you
spill
bring for us today?
right onto the pedal board.
I
You wanna
brought us some
spill-
brass monkeys.
Do you have like a spillway on your pedal board?
Brass
like a
monkey,
beer
man.
spillway?
Nah, just let it flow, man. Just let it flow.
Now, I've heard of this from the classic Beastie Boys song, Brass Monkey, that funky monkey. Is that what they're talking? Is this what they're talking about?
This is with Old English, though. So this is like more of a man mosa, right?
Man Mosa, but I
Okay.
prefer to be gender neutral.
So you have orange for all you people at home, with your recipe books out, right? Copying this down. It's orange juice and a 40.
And
yeah.
I chose the orange juice because I actually play through an orange cab.
Oh, nice. There's
Little,
themes at foot here at the Circle K.
I love this breakfast booze. This
It is
great.
good.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm getting my vitamin C.
Vitamin B.
My liver's getting what it. My liver gets what it needs. Yeah. So,
Cheers, boys.
So yeah, cheers. Happy New Year.
Cheers.
Thanks for bringing the beverages.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah. Dustin's got one back there.
That's
now we can work.
here, I think.
Now I can work.
We got the whole gang's here.
I brought all my friends.
The whole gang.
Yeah. Look at this here. What's going on here? Is this this is like a Omo.
You dropped Seth.
These all have names: Gary, Seth, Wyatt. This is
Right there, Steve.
Now these are we don't happen to just have these here.
Yeah.
What do you call these things?
I call them cube dudes.
Cube dudes.
Cube
That's
dudes.
I make big ones. I make little tiny ones. I make these guys.
How big are they? Like big, like life size?
I haven't got that big yet. But I make like giant mass.
Yeah.
Like that
Some of the
big.
big ones.
Yeah.
They're almost like a Polynesian, like raw, those like
Yeah,
they remind me of
yeah.
those,
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, like
Now-
Easter Island kind of
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Now, what got you into this stuff? What's going on here? Like, what is this?
Honestly-
Were you in an art class in prison? And you had
Honestly, it started with I'm buying a lot of pedals and stuff, so I'm always getting them shipped to my house. I have a lot of cardboard sitting around my house, and it was driving me nuts. And I wanted to do something with it, so I started gluing them together, made a bunch of faces.
nice.
Nice.
That looks. This is really cool. Now, did you draw? Do you draw the ideas?
No, I just
Cartooning?
start-
It's very cartoony.
I just start folding
love.
it and gluing them until something comes together.
That's cool.
Yeah, thanks.
These are really
They're all-
cool.
they're
I
all
love
very,
them. They're very
unique.
cartoony. I love that.
Thanks.
They're all very uniquely different, aren't they, Dan? They're.
I love this guy with the little mouth there.
Can you guys see that? Can we see that on set? I like that guy in the corner.
it's in there.
Cool. Man.
Yeah, these are awesome. Now, are you selling these? And are you hawking them?
Yeah,
Are you on the streets selling them at the fair?
I've done a little
At the-
selling. I've had some like pins and stuff at.
He walks around the bar with like a jacket.
Yeah,
You guys wanna buy some
hey, you
cube
guys
dudes?
want some cardboard
I got
art
some-
here?
I got
You guys
Rolexes. I got some Rolexes,
I got
cardboard
cube dudes.
faces.
I got this. I got one earring. Yeah.
Yeah, I try to sell them. You can find me online. I go by Animosillator. That's ANIMOSCILLATOR.
Yeah, follow his Instagram.
Yeah, and
That's an easy one to remember.
yeah, it's
Like-
real right off the tongue.
We're gonna have to get you a marketing coach. Damn it.
And
That's what my mom says.
yeah,
Well, I'm
good
glad
stuff,
I can
Dan.
be a motherly figure to you.
You always have to.
Distance.
When did you start doing cube dudes?
It's been a few years now.
Yeah.
I've always been playing with cardboard and stuff as long as I can remember.
You're like
but-
you're like the kid that like throws away the toy, plays with the cardboard.
exactly
From a young age.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What could you make out of this, Johnny? A hat? I could make a. Okay. So
are awesome.
Let's talk about your pedals.
So you got a crazy pedal board here.
Let's real quick talk about actually what Dan does musically, because he's sort of a chameleon.
I try to be.
Yeah. So he plays keyboards. He plays guitar. He like various styles, like a pretty broad spectrum of styles. Like you have bands that this would absolutely not be. You would not bring this along. With some
there's
things.
bands that this wouldn't work in at all.
And there's stages that this doesn't even fit on.
Yeah,
Most of
those
the
are always
stages
a
that
bummer.
like schmucks like us play.
Yeah. But you always make it work. Is the thing.
Do you have a smaller pedal board for other situations? and
Every group I'm in has its own pedal board.
stuff? Right.
So I have like the
Makes
keyboard
sense.
pedal board. I got the littler pedal board, the medium. Now
Yeah.
this guy.
I do the same thing, but maybe not as elaborate.
Just more in his basement. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't really get out with it, but he's got a lot of pedal boards.
I don't have any pedals yet.
I have so
I
many
got a lot of
pedal
pedal
boards
boards.
with no bands.
Yeah.
It's
No pedals
sad.
yet, just boards.
Just the boards.
Yeah.
Someday
Start.
they're going to be filled with pedals. I can't wait.
And you collect pedals.
I do.
So you're constantly switching them up, right?
This board stays pretty. It hasn't changed too much over the last, I'd say, 2 years. It's I really like it. I keep these spaces empty over there for
These
things.
are wild cards.
Yeah, for things to come and go. But generally, it stays the way. And honestly, it's how heavy it is. I don't want another ounce on this thing.
Yeah, it's heavy as hell.
It's so heavy.
And
heavy.
do you, when you build various pedal boards, do you have an order? Do you like to know that I'm going to have this like a volume thing in the middle, or I'm going to want a gate, whatever?
There's certain like benchmarks I try to hit, but that's something like pedal order is so important to me. I'm always working on it, and it just makes such a big difference.
It's huge. Yeah.
Like it took me a long time to learn. Yeah, well, yeah, and it took me a long time. I had to learn by myself about like the fuzz before the wah, like what a difference that makes.
Absolutely.
And those things just eventually will click to you. Like one of my favorite orders is the pitch shifter into which I have it set to the looper right now, and you can get some crazy sounds with that, and then you put that before the wah, and you got space sounds for days.
Yeah. And you put the fuzz factory before. Well, of course you said that.
Yeah.
Because you have to if you want to use those modulated fuzz pedals, huh? If you want to do the volume, wackiness, the theremin effect.
And the way I have it set up is it'll go. Bit Commander has to be first in the chain. It doesn't track like well or at all if it's not. So it goes there. This way, jumps down into this guy, into here, into the volume pedal, and then that goes into the amp. So that's all in front of the amp.
Oh,
and then I run an effects return, and it comes back, starts here, goes kind of this way, and then I got my clean boost at the very end of the
wow, so that's your effects loop, huh? This is your effects loop, this half?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I think you should add tubing and have like a hamster maze going in here. And then like the wheel.
Live hamsters.
I forgot to feed the hamster.
And then insert.
I forgot to feed the hamster. I didn't have a gig for 3 weeks. It's dead in my
halfway through the set, you put a snake in there.
Yeah.
Hamsters, no!
This is its own little show while you're playing. You're doing the soundtrack for that.
It's really. Like the cycle of life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing itself out.
Strobe light on the turning thing. Just an idea.
On mine, I put Chinese fighting fish, 2 of them. Go!
Hatch it out.
Yeah, it helps me rock harder.
Every show's
it's
a battle.
Really cruel.
Yeah.
It's cruel. Animal cruelty.
So anyway, sorry to disrupt you there, but you have this now. You're like, I'm not gonna. I got where I was setting. I don't want to mess with that.
What I found with having such a big pedal board, and there's certain settings that I want to hit every time. You can lose track of knobs really quick.
Yep.
So there's some of these that I know I never want to change. So I just tape them down.
Did you used to label them, or have you always taped them?
I've tried the labeling, but also like
still have to mess.
You have to tap dance the way I play it. Like I don't set one pedal and have it going for the whole song. I have pedals going for a beat or two.
And you go to hit this guy, and you hit these knobs with your foot.
So
you're getting a good workout here. This is like river dance.
Exactly. Well, it's like to hit the pedals you want at the time you want. You need to work on like I call it like pedal intonation. You need to like learn where that spot is so you can hit it because it's like going so fast.
Yeah. That's
you're hitting
cool thing.
Different pedals at different points in the tunes. And so he plays in this band, the Modern Sons. It's where this gets used a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the primary use of this board.
This is the Modern Sons board.
Right, and you have albums. You can find you on the internet. How do we find Modern Sons music?
We're Modern Sons. We're online. We're on all the social medias. We're working on a new album. We just booked a couple dates coming up here in a few weeks, and I'm really excited about it. We've been working on these tunes for a couple years now, and
cool.
Yeah.
Is there other guitar players in the band?
There is. There's another guitar player and singer. His name's Ryan Saul. We got Dustin Croson on bass.
So when people listen to it, how do they know, oh, I'm listening to the guy that's on the video that's got this board. This is what his board is in action.
Well, you know what?
Is it more, you're doing a lot of atmospheric stuff or something?
Ryan does a lot of, he's got a lot of effects. We're a very effects-driven band.
Yes, a lot of texture.
Is that Ryan's board I'm thinking of then? What's the board that's like triangular on one side? Did yours used to be like that?
I used to rock another one and do kind of
I'm remembering that. You had like it was like a oblong.
I had like a theremin set up too that would go through my guitar amp. But
nice.
So when did you go to this little rack? I mean, it looks like you've been rocking this for a while.
This has been probably about 4 or 5 years. This is an old DJ case that you guys actually were throwing out.
Got such a better use for a DJ case.
Oh man, it's great use for it.
I'm not sorry.
So
thought thought I smelled Axe cologne. Sorry, all you DJs out there. Woo! Yeah, that's hot. So anyway, that's awesome.
Okay, so modern. Let's go through it real quick. So Modern Sons, this gets used a lot. You play in a band called Wire Rider where you play keyboard.
Keyboards and Wire Rider.
So a separate pedal board for that.
Separate pedal board.
Because you like pedals for your keyboard.
I love it. I love one thing I love doing is organ through a bunch of reverb and delay.
Sweet.
And in like a good envelope.
You play 2 keyboards with Wire Rider?
No, I tried it for a little bit, but I can get by with just one.
That's what I thought.
I rock a Roland VR09,
yeah,
and that's
through your Roland amp.
Yeah, through a Roland
JC40.
Yeah, great amp.
I love that amp. And then he just started playing in a band called King Ropes, which I assume you're building a new pedal board for that.
Yep, got a pedal board for them. And then I even started another project with some friends called Anaconda Vice, which is a like a WWF wrestling concept band.
Sweet.
It's really awesome.
You guys all have like themes?
No, we're not dressing up just yet. We're not there.
Hold on. Let's take a silent moment for Mean Gene Okerlund.
Yeah.
He passed away recently. I grew up with that guy announcing. He was a true professional. Cheers, Mean Gene.
Mean Gene.
So what the hell is this wrestling thing again?
It's like a post-punk band, but it's a wrestling concept band. It's
like the songs are about like I'm gonna figure for your heart.
They're following it's a fictional character, and it's like through his career and like coming up as like a young wrestler and his mentor and stuff. So all the albums will go through his life and trials and tribulations. It's really cool.
That's insane.
It's really cool.
Well, you can have all these ups and
What's his
downs.
signature?
How do I get to
What's
be
his
an
signature
individual?
move? Does he like?
Yeah, does he have a thing?
Oh man, I don't know. I
know.
know.
Does he got the
Backwards
Iron
suplex.
Sheik? What's his theme? That's the big
It's like
thing.
a suplex with like a nut grab or something.
Yeah, you got like Iron Sheik. You got you got all the different kind of themes, or the Superfly, the guy from Hawaii, the guy from
pokes the eyes.
Yeah, Hacksaw. The guy's got a big 2x4 or something. You could have a lot of fun with this. You could this guy just throws like jacks and makes people slip, or marbles and makes people slip, or something. Something random, something totally lame. He makes it work. Just an idea.
I'll pitch it to him.
Just some
ideas.
A really bad nookie or something. He gives him titty twisters. That's what it is.
Yeah. He just pulls hair and runs away like screaming.
So that sounds like nothing but fun.
No, that's great. That's an awesome concept.
And then Dan and I worked together on Freak Out, the musical. Dan was I called him right away when I was still writing the songs, and
I waited by the phone. I didn't get the call. Guess I'm not doing Freak Out.
And so Dan played keyboards for that, which was great. So yeah, and some guitar.
Yeah.
Some guitar.
That was a really fun project.
And real quick, Freak Out was the play with puppets,
psychedelic rock and roll horror puppet musical. Yes, the Dan and I. Hopefully we'll run that again this spring.
Working on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm working on the sequel, but
whatever happened to just good old fashioned rock and roll? You got puppet horrors, you got wrestlers, whatever. How about some good old fashioned Bob Seger or some BTO?
Back in my day, we used to just plug in the amp.
It's already been done.
Yeah.
We used to just plug in the amp. We used to just drink a beer. We didn't,
go to the Moon Tower, have a keg party.
We didn't have no color TV and crap like that. Interwebs. And...
Yeah, you kids with your Dan Fogelberg. So anyway, sorry, but little tangent. But so that was a really cool project and very successful. If you're ever in Bozeman and it happens to be running, is that going to be a Halloween thing?
Please do.
God, we should do it for Halloween.
That would be a great one.
Like just every year do a Halloween deal. That seems to be like something that should be. That seems like the right thing. Right now. Seems like an autumn thing or something. I don't know. Just a thought.
You get people to show up and dress up as characters in Freak
Out.
Yeah. Have a little...
Rocky Horror Picture Shows.
So, back to Dan.
Okay.
Let's.
We got a lot of great ideas for you, Dan.
Can we hear a couple sounds from this?
Yeah, I would love it. How about if you were to play a little, and then I'll twist knobs and things. How's that sound?
Yeah, let's do that.
I'll sit here and drink.
What guitar am I gonna play?
Hey, you look good too. All
right, thanks.
All right, I'll just go through. You play, and I'll push the buttons here.
chicken head gets cut off.
Whoa!
That's a little
Nice!
something I tried to do there.
That's awesome. I don't know if it's all the acid I took in the 90s, but it still sounds like Peter, Paul, and Mary to me.
Well, that's what I'm going for, so I'm glad to hit that mark.
Yeah. No,
When
that's
you want to
cool.
do a good version of Puff the Magic Dragon, or,
That's it right there. I felt it.
some mamas and papas, maybe?
Yeah, I felt it. No, that's cool. Yeah, you can really get do some crazy soundscape stuff with that.
Yeah, it's all about
that's awesome.
textures. There's a few
Textures,
points
yeah.
where I want my guitar to sound like a guitar, but other than that, let's try to get textures.
Yeah.
Right.
Cool, man.
Very cool.
That's
That
rad.
was fun.
Yeah.
Um,
Is this, do you... Oh, no! No, I didn't spill it. Do you have this set so I can do some, like...
Yeah.
Does it
Oh,
do this
nice. It
stuff?
might not be too loud. See, this is my favorite.
Doesn't that one do a volume knob thing, the Fuzz Factory?
Yeah, there's one.
I don't want you to change your knob.
Yeah, there's, I think it's the stab. I haven't done it in a while.
So running that before this, yeah, that's how you're getting that.
That's what,
That's
yeah.
pretty sweet. That's cool.
You use that a lot?
Yeah, I do that. I have a whole song of just that, and then a little, like,
Rad.
That's cool.
You do lots of, like...
yeah,
Those?
yeah.
I like that. Very rubber
There's-
bandy.
You can, let's see, I don't know if it's going to work with this setup, but here, just hold open the strings, and then,
Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
if you work a trem bar with it, you get a really cool farting sound.
I like it.
That is the goal. They're teaching that at Berkeley right now, at Masterclass.
Masterclass
This is
in
how you get
farts.
farting sounds. You pass. Whoa, that was a nice fart.
And this is actually
It's
a
decayed,
bass
huh? Makes
wah.
it-
That's cool. I like that.
I found the bass wah. I much prefer the bass wah on the guitar. I feel it's more full rangey.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
God, it's addicting, that pedal. That's fun.
Oh, my foot's always on it.
That's awesome.
That's fun stuff, man.
Don't forget to wash your hands, Joe.
My foot's filthy.
I've seen his feet. No.
That's great.
Yeah, that's
great.
very cool. So, what are we going to talk about now? We got, we've been hanging out. Hopefully, we're going to get some Gibson Les Pauls at some point.
We would love to.
This year. Things are changing over there. Hopefully, that's going to be a lot more friendly for actually stores to carry Gibson and sell them, and that'll be good for everyone, including Gibson. But until then, we had all these killer models that kind of, these Eastmans are insane.
They're sweet, yeah.
They're very it was kind of I missed the Gibson, but it was kind of interesting to see everyone else's take on a Les Paul, and they're all pretty darn
Les Paul
good.
alternatives got really popular over the last 4 years.
For obvious
There's
reasons.
a trend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you couldn't get them
Because
otherwise.
there's not a dealer in the state of Montana.
Or most of the north, anywhere really, except for if you have a Guitar Center. But anyway, so it's kind of cool. It was a good opportunity to kind of get to know some of these models, and we'll still carry some because some of them are great bang for the buck and they're killer.
Yep.
But I'm excited about the Gibson Les Pauls too. So keep
Yep.
posted with Music Villa. Sorry, we got to do our little plug here. We're
I'm too
selling
though.
guitars.
I'm excited about I'm excited about the change with Gibson, and we're very hopeful.
Yeah, we're very hopeful that
our
we're going to be
acoustics-
carrying them, and we always had acoustics.
We've been acoustic throughout, and our acoustic our relationship's great with those guys, and they're awesome.
So hopefully
And
we
they've
can
been making
actually
good-
put them on our website and feature
Yeah.
them, and you guys can get to know them more.
I play a Gibson acoustic. It's awesome.
Yeah. So anyway, we're hoping that's the case, but we will still keep some of these guys too because they're pretty darn cool as well. And get your hand on some, look them up. We got pictures and videos and stuff of them all.
If you buy any of these guitars from us, you can have a Cube Dude for an extra $50.
Yeah, we'll work something out.
We'll send you a Polaroid picture of a Cube Dude. So, but anyway, I don't. Are we wrapping this up? Should we wrap this up? Okay. So, Joe.
Blaze.
Yes, and
Dan.
we're Electric Land. Our guest Dan, thank you for the brass monkey.
Anytime.
The funky
Follow him
monkey.
on Animosillator.
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 And this is Nancy
Got
and
it.
Claire and Gene and Godfrey.
Yep,
What,
there's
do you have a
Gus.
name for your pedal board?
Pedal board. Mission Control.
Mission Control.
Mission Control. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Punch it, Chewy. Where
Thanks,
is it?
Mission
There it is.
Control. That was
Yeah.
fun.
Hey,
So
can I do one more little plug?
do it up. Yeah.
I have a YouTube channel where I do all sorts of pedal combos and demos with synths, guitars, anything you can think of. I'd love it if you guys checked it out. It's just Animosillator. That's ANIMOSCILLATOR.
Rolls off the tongue.
Just do a search for that. You'll find me.
Awesome.
Cool.
Right on, Dan.
Well-
and when are you playing? Are you playing sometime before this, after this video comes out?
I don't know off the top of my head, to be honest.
Nor do I.
I got some. Oh yeah, Wire Rider's playing in Livingston next week.
Ooh,
I
nice,
think.
the
Yeah,
Mint?
yeah, Mint
That's
with
nice.
Barnacle. Psyched for that show. I haven't
Oh, with
seen them yet.
Barnacle?
Yeah, I haven't
Sweet.
seen them yet. Yeah.
Awesome.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Good stuff.
you're in the area. Check that out.
Yes.
But yeah, and look for Dan's projects on the web, and keep checking us out. We'll have more videos, and hope you're all having a good New Year. And this is Electric Land. We're doing some Brass Monkey.
Woo!
Joe,
Cheers.
cheers.
Cheers, guys. Thank
Cheers.
you. Thanks, everybody.
All right, signing off.